opinion है, obviously opinion is like gas. Everybody has it and it's smelling. You know, किसी की भी गैस अच्छी नहीं होती.
I love the example.
You can never say कि इसकी गैस बड़ी अच्छी है यार. ऐसी गैस मुझे मिल जाए तो कितना किसी की नहीं. Opinions are like a fart. Everybody lets one out and nobody wants it.
My mother's life was also very challenging. It was not easy. I think my father and my mother was only one person, my mom, and she played a role of my father also.
मुझे एक बार किसी ने बोला भी था कि तुम्हारी क्या जिद है कि तुम्हें अपनी करनी है और लोगों का प्यार भी चाहिए. ये कैसी जिद है? इनफैक्ट माय ओन थेरेपिस्ट हीलर हैड टोल्ड मी वंस. मैंने कहा ऐसा नहीं, लोगों का प्यार चाहिए. मैंने कहा पर ये कैसी जालिम दुनिया है जो खुद बनने के लिए गाली देती है.
So sometimes those judgment actually helps me to discover myself in a better way.
I was also slut shamed a lot.
Yeah.
This has been told by my husband. So not even कि भाई सबसे मतलब 6-6 घंटे बैठ के लाइफ में तुझे घर वालों ने slut shame किया.
Somebody had trolled me for my clothes that I was wearing on the red carpet. अरे ये तो आंटी लग रही है, ये तो बहन जी लग रही है.
Today joining me are two ladies who can go from fierce to fun in a matter of 6 seconds, and again fun to fierce in a matter of the next 6 seconds, or maybe even less, because they've been through a lot in life and सुना तो बहुत है but परवाह नहीं की है. Today I have Neha Bhasin and Rashami Desai in conversation with me only on Bollywood Bubble. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you.
And your song has come out, which is a brilliant song. Not just the video, the lines, because that's something that I can relate to. I would rather start off with that. It's not just dedicated to all women out there, because of course हम लोग एक ऐसे दौर से गुजर रहे हैं जहाँ पे women are finally getting the voice to speak up, and people are respecting and encouraging more women to speak up.
Yes.
But बहुत टाइम ऐसा भी होता है कि जो आपने फेस किया है वो बहुत मर्दों ने भी फेस किया है.
Absolutely.
I being one of them, battling shaming at a very young age. I want to know that your first thing starts off, the song starts off saying कि बहुत लोगों ने बहुत कुछ कहा है, मैं अगर उनके बारे में परवाह करती तो उनके बारे में परवाह करती ही रह जाती. बचपन से हमको सिखाया जाता है ना, especially women in the house, they are always told that you have to behave a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, you can't do this. That's the first thing. How many times have you been told that as a teenager, and were you rebellious then? Anybody can.
I think my mother's life was also very challenging. It was not easy. I think my father and my mother was only one person, my mom, and she played a role of my father also. So she's always taught me one thing, कि जब अलग करोगी तो परवाह मतलब अगर इतना मत सोचो जो, लेकिन तुम जिस दिशा जा रही हो सिर्फ उसके बारे में सोचो. तो उन्होंने मुझे ये कभी नहीं बोला कि there will be lot of people who will pinpoint at you, but in your success everybody wants to be with you, but that journey किसी को नहीं चाहिए कि आपके साथ एसोसिएट हो, क्योंकि उसमें फेलियर्स भी आते हैं, and nobody wants to get associated with the failure, and failure is the most important to have the success. तो मुझे सच मैंने कभी लोगों पे ध्यान तभी भी नहीं दिया था, अभी भी नहीं. My life was always very difficult. Controversy is like I have learned from my mistakes. So, yeah, I believe that risk लेते नहीं है तब तक आप कुछ पाओगे नहीं.
Absolutely.
And that's what जब नेहा से भी बात होती थी और नेहा की भी जर्नी जब देखती थी,
Very similar.
I was fan of her in my childhood. I'm being very honest. And I think that was the first band जो आया था 5 लड़कियों का, Viva. I think since then we are fan of her, and till today when I see her inner child is so big. उसकी creativity भी आज तक नहीं मरी. She's still very innocent, and I love that thing about her. The best thing is जब आप नीचे से ऊपर तक जाते हो ना, she's still very very grounded. ना अकड़ है और ना ही शर्म है उस चीज़ की कि जो आप हो अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट वैसे करो. और दूसरी चीज़ मैंने जो नेहा से सीखी है, दैट इज़ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल, दैट जस्ट बी योरसेल्फ एंड डोंट केयर अबाउट अदर पीपल, अदरवाइज यू विल तुम्हारे अंदर की जो वो क्रिएटिविटी है, वो आर्ट है, वो मर जाएगा. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम हर.
What about you?
See, मुझे ना आई विश कि मैं रश्मि जितनी स्ट्रांग होती कि मैं उतना परवाह नहीं करती. मैंने क्या किया कि मुझे एक बार किसी ने बोला भी था कि तुम्हारी क्या जिद है कि तुम्हें अपनी करनी है और लोगों का प्यार भी चाहिए. ये कैसी जिद है? इनफैक्ट माय ओन थेरेपिस्ट हीलर हैड टोल्ड मी वंस. मैंने कहा ऐसा नहीं, लोगों का प्यार चाहिए. मैंने कहा पर ये कैसी जालिम दुनिया है जो खुद बनने के लिए गाली देती है. पहले कहते बी योरसेल्फ, एंड व्हेन यू आर योरसेल्फ दे शेम यू फॉर इट.
Absolutely.
See, to be shamed for your work, okay. To be shamed for what you say, okay. But when people shame you for who you are, then you wonder is something wrong with me. कि because मैंने कभी एक image project नहीं करी अपने career के किसी भी time पे, or even as a child, I'm very like, I think मैं उतना सोचती नहीं हूँ मैं. I wake up in the morning and I just live my life. अब उसमें आप अच्छा भी करोगे, बुरा भी करोगे, सही भी करोगे, गलत भी करोगे. And I think इंसान का progress वही होना चाहिए. If you don't, जो करेगा ना वही गलतियाँ करेगा, वही गिरेगा, वही समझेगा. पर दुनिया क्या चाहती है? दुनिया को फेलियर से बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. You're a failure. तुम्हारे 2 मार्क आए हैं, शर्म आनी चाहिए तुम्हें. क्यों? फेलियर होने के लिए शर्म क्यों आनी चाहिए? आप जब तक कुछ करे, जो करेगा वही फेल करेगा. अगर आप डर जाओगे तो आप करोगे ही नहीं. And that's what the most of the world is doing and encouraging. Though we are preaching sermons, this world is based on don't be yourself, be somebody else, project an image. But then who are we becoming? We are breeding a world full of wannabes and not who you are. And we all have flaws.
Don't you feel that it stems from conditioning, age-old conditioning कि ऐसा ही होना चाहिए?
I think it stems from fears.
Yeah.
I think people are very afraid to be themselves because they're so afraid to be judged. But you get judged anyway. जो आप अच्छा करो, बुरा करो, क्योंकि opinion है. Obviously, opinion is like gas. Everybody has it and it's smelly. You know, किसी की भी गैस अच्छी नहीं होती.
I love the example.
You can never say कि इसकी गैस बड़ी अच्छी है यार. ऐसी गैस मुझे मिल जाए तो कितना. किसी की भी गैस. So opinions are like a fart. Everybody lets one out and nobody wants it. You know, so let it out, just not near me. You know, let it out there on the side or in the bathroom. That's what I tell people. कि मुझे आपकी opinion की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, मुझे नहीं चाहिए.
You know, when I was a teenager, बचपन में मैं बहुत शांत टाइप का बच्चा था. अभी तो मैं बिल्कुल भी नहीं हूँ. But when I was 14, 15, there were a lot of times I used to feel that not my immediate family, because my mom, dad, and my brother, they have always been very supportive of me and my decisions and my choices. But the extended family, which is why I don't have any attachment to most of the people in like relatives. They've always shamed me for the person I have, for the way I've spoken, for the way I've walked, for the things I've chosen for myself in life, and I've always opposed them. You know, the big point आ गया जहाँ पे मुझे लगने लगा कि if I don't stand up for myself, nobody else will. And when you stand up as a 15-year-old to 30-year-olds or 45-year-olds or 50-year-olds, then you're considered brash, and then you're considered rude.
Yeah.
So it has happened to me, and I'm being honest. How many times? मतलब मुझे पता है कि बहुत लोगों के साथ ऐसा होता है. You know, how many times has it happened to you कि दबाया गया है कि ये बात ऐसे मत करो, या ये ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहे हो, ये गलत है. ऐसा हुआ है कभी?
अरे I feel 90s में तो ये भी ट्रेंड होता था कि ब्रा स्ट्रैप ऐसे सारे लोग ना ऐसे करते थे. It used to really irritate me.
अभी भी है बहुत.
I think more than दबाना, I don't think मुझे कभी कोई दबा पाया है, but लोगों ने shame बहुत किया. You know, and it's not. इसी देखो फूल होता है ना, फूल को पानी देते हैं, उसको सनलाइट आती है तो फूल खिलता है.
True.
लेकिन फिर कीचड़ में भी फूल खिलता है. तो अब वो that's the नजरिया of life, but that comes with time. You know, unfortunately, at any age, shaming किसी को पसंद नहीं है. हर किसी को पसंद है प्यार. The whole premise of this world and जो प्रकृति है, whether it's nature or humans or anything living, it's love. You take that love away from them, and you are somehow killing that thing. अब उसमें से वो strength आती है लोगों में, और कई लोग में नहीं आती. This is what is called a survivor versus a warrior versus a conqueror. You know. Having said that, I feel like, again, like what I said to you in the beginning, that definitely I feel कि पैर मन करके बैठो. Like for example, I used to ask people in the Bigg Boss house कि जो लड़के सारे shirtless घूमते थे OTT में. Nobody used to say anything, but everybody had something to say about my short skirts. Why? I don't get it. That women obviously will always look sexier than a man. Enjoy it, na? What's the big deal?
Yeah. What's the worst judgment that you faced about yourself?
Well, every now and then I do it. Sometimes I like to experiment on the basis of, if I talk about my work, there's something new I would like to explore about me, about my work, maybe about my looks, anything that you can just name. But ज़रूरी नहीं है ना कि हमेशा आपको सब अच्छा ही मिले. And I'm okay with certain judgment, because that judgment, if I will also start judging, so I will not be able to, you know, जिस चीज़ों को मैं देखना चाहती हूँ वो मुझे नयापन मिलेगा ही नहीं. So sometimes those judgment actually helps me to discover myself in a better way. And पर वो judgment मुझे किसका लेना है किसका नहीं वो मेरे ऊपर. That is my choice.
What was the first time that you heard it? Did it hit you? What was the judgment that you heard? कि सुन के मतलब ठेस पहुंचती है ना. First time is always the worst.
I think somebody had trolled me for my clothes that I was wearing on the red carpet. अरे ये तो आंटी लग रही है, ये तो बहनजी लग रही है. and that time it was new, तब Instagram नया नया आ रहा था, Facebook was on peak, तो मुझे फिर गुस्सा आया. But then I realized that people doesn't know behind the camera what I am going through and facing. They just know the glamour. Now people are changed and they are ready to see. Now people even more connect with me because the reality shows that I've been part of. And safe भी लगता है मुझे कई बार, क्योंकि अगर मैं कहीं जाती भी हूँ तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है the people who have seen me in all my shows, they connect with me very personally. They feel अरे ये तो हमारे घर का हिस्सा है, अरे हमारा. So I get a lot of love and I'm okay with it. If they are upset, so then I'm okay with to take that also.
What about you? What was the worst judgment that you faced? You faced a lot of it on the show, and I remember when we went inside, we did address it because it was not right on a lot of our parts also to completely shame somebody's character. Your character was almost dissected on that show.
Yeah.
I don't think you were prepared for that, and you were clueless till you came out.
Yeah.
Did that bother you when you came out, seeing and reading what was being written about you? We did give you a hint that this is what is happening, and that actually bothered you inside. I have seen that.
Yeah, उसके बाद I think मेरा वो काफी morale down हो गया था. I think I got eliminated eventually because those 2 days I knew something's not right, and which started from the media conference that happened. Okay. सही गलत बिग बॉस घर में हर कोई करता है, हर कोई.
Yeah.
Nobody is devoid of the mistakes, morally or otherwise. Okay. But I felt, this is what I felt, कि just because मैं बिंदास थी, अनफिल्टर्ड थी और मस्तीखोर थी, लोगों को लगा कि मेरा कैरेक्टर लूज है, तो इसके कैरेक्टर में कुछ भी बोल. I was character assassinated on the show, inside the house and outside. I was also slut shamed a lot.
Yeah.
This has been told by my husband, so not even कि भाई सबसे मतलब 6-6 घंटे बैठ के लाइफ में तुझे घर वालों ने slut shamed किया, 6 hours in a. I just feel that, and women have done it, not just men. Women have done it. So it was a big learning lesson that I don't want to care about.
But you did initially. It did bother you because
a lot.
Me being a friend, I have seen you go through those strong emotions and where you were completely clueless and confused about how to react to them as well. When you came out of Bigg Boss the first time, I remember speaking to you.
Yeah. See, because मेरा nature घर में भी ऐसा था कि दिन में लड़ाई हुई, रात में I used to be like, हाँ ठीक है ना, साथ में बैठ के खाना खा रहे हैं, let it go.
Yeah.
But I realized people were still scheming behind my back, जो मुझे actually आज भी समझ नहीं आता है. Tell me on my face, I can deal with it.
It's the same with you.
Yeah.
That has happened without you knowing unless and until you've come out.
But चलो, I think इससे मेरे को एक exposure मिला हर तरह के लोगों से. I think कभी तो बड़ा भी होना होता है ना. You have to grow up someday, right? You have to, in sense, you have to grow up and learn that there are all sorts of people. It has brought a certain level of acceptance in me. You know that you will have to coexist with all kinds of people, and you don't have to be afraid of them. You don't have to judge them. You don't have to even fight with them. You just have to ignore them.
True.
And that it's taken me some time to understand it. But I think it's been a great learning lesson in that sense. because मैं तो कभी बदलने नहीं वाली. मेरे अंदर का rebellion तो मरने नहीं वाला.
Thank God.
नहीं, वो नहीं होने वाला. I've accepted it very happily. I'm going to be 60 with yellow hair and pink boots up till here and maybe no shorts and sitting in an interview.
You know, I'll tell you something. Just Bigg Boss 13, you had done Bigg Boss 13 and everybody thought, I know people who wanted Rashmi to come out and change a lot in herself, and I used to feel that no, she shouldn't, because that she'll lose the essence of being Rashami Desai. First of all, she was being herself. Both of you, there's something that connects you. Again, people will say that I'm talking as a friend. Maybe I am. I will not deny the fact. But one thing that connects you is that both of you have been beparwa, despite the comments. And both of you have been, your personalities have been attacked. Whether on the show or outside, if you see, it's not your work, your art. More than that, your personalities have been attacked. And that's something really, really sad.
But I want to ask one question, and it's a very genuine question. On especially the show, when men are, what is unabashed word बोलेंगे?
Yeah, unapologetic.
हाँ, तो उनको lone warrior, अकेले खेलने वाला आदमी, और जब वो same चीज लड़की करती है तो she's a bitch. इसको तो वही नहीं है. मेरे को समझ नहीं आता कि how are the rules so different? I've never understood that. Like, I feel like why can't a woman also be beparwa, unapologetic, unabashed, maybe even rude? How does it matter? Like, और वो घर में भैया.
I think I was very much rude and upfront.
But people are more
I was
judgmental
being
about
myself.
the women.
I don't care. I've never bothered. I've never cared. When it comes to my work, there was a question I was asked that when you were being part of Nagin and Nagin 6, which I have done recently, and like वहाँ पर वही ex-contestant, I think I'm not done my project because they were my Bigg Boss ex-contestant, or maybe I really liked the script.
Yeah.
And I was very clear about all those things. And it's about, I am being very honest. I've never seen you, being calculatively talking. I do not have the intention to hurt anyone, but I'm being very honest. I say no means no, yes means yes.
Yeah.
There are situations where you get confused, and you want to buy time. That people are going to judge you there. Because according to the people actually want you to do that, and you are not going to do. You are going to take your time because you know your journey, you know your past, you know your life, you know you have been through the situation. That is what I have understood so far. And being upfront, being straightforward, I think people love that. No complication, no fear, no problems, and I think that's what I love about you.
Yeah, I love about both of you because I'm exactly like that. And when people comment, like I see comments on my videos, I'm okay with people saying that "Arey, ye video अच्छा नहीं है," because then you're attacking, then you're saying, criticizing my work, which I'm completely okay to. You can't be attacking my personality, saying कि तुम ऐसे क्यों चलते हो, ऐसे क्यों बात करते हो, इसको निकालो, ये हिजरे को कैसे Bollywood Bubble ने हायर किया. These are, see, hijra they use as an abuse, which is even shameful.
You know, just for your knowledge, all the viewers, they should know that this word is nobody can use it. It's a kinner. It's a you can go through a lot of
legal issues. Exactly, they don't understand and they use that, and it's really sad because they're devoiding that entire community of respect also, and that's the conditioning. But one thing that I want to ask both of you is that, when you go through all of it, does it not deter you as a person? And especially when we live in a society where often women are reduced to mere catfights. कि दो women तो दोस्त हो ही नहीं सकते. That time you being so good friends, again Shamita being a close friend to both of you. How do you see that? Do you hear that more often? Because if you see, you will always be pitted against your contemporary actresses, and they'll be like, "Are clash or a clash."
I get judged by most of the women. Honestly, my intentions are very clear, but my actions are different. So they, according to them, if I don't behave, then I get judged. But then I should be more clear that what exactly I want and whom I want to talk to. It's a choice. Right, but me being friends, I have a lot of. I think मेरी girl gang is so big, and I enjoy with my girl gang. क्योंकि वहाँ मैं बहुत अपने तरीके से रहती हूँ. Like Neha has seen all those sides which you are also not aware of.
That is true.
Yeah. So that is, I think, and there are women who are insecure and jealous. So उनको अपने हाल पे छोड़ देने का फिर.
To be honest, I've led my past 20 years, and even before that, I've led a very artistic life.
Yeah.
I've been very, very, very engrossed in music and just doing my own thing. But my borderline, I wouldn't say, I'm very self-absorbed as a person. मैं movies भी कम देखती हूँ, मैं अपना ही करते रहती हूँ. I'm in my own world. That's how I've always been. I'm a Scorpio. You sting me, I'll sting you harder back. For me, it's simple. But if you leave me alone, I'll leave everybody alone. देखो किसी के काम में मतलब नहीं है, किसी के नाम में मतलब नहीं है. मैं है ही नहीं. I'm very खुद की धुन का person. I'm not interested in other people's lives.
And as a friend, I've never heard any shallow talk.
I don't do it.
From her side. किसी और के बारे में बात करना, के लिए बात करना, क्यों even सोच रखना.
इसलिए मुझे जल्दी बुरा लगता है जब लोग मेरे बारे में करते हैं, because जिसकी सोच ही वैसे नहीं होती ना, वो दुनिया की सोच को समझ नहीं पाता. I'm not able to understand कि why you are doing this. Why are you being so mean? But I'm a warrior. You mess with me, I will mess your whole life up. That much then I will go. फिर मैं वो लंका चलाने वाला इंसान बन जाती हूँ. वो होता ना कि खुद की पूंछल में आग लगा के पूरे में आग लगा दूँ.
I like that.
Pick up like Hanuman ji pick the whole thing up and like throw it. Yeah. So I'm like मैं वो बच्चा हूँ जो अपना काम कर रहा है, उसको करने तो अपने में खेल रहा है. Don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. Cat fight हो, वो आदमी हो, औरत हो, कोई भी हो, मैं फिर छोड़ूंगी नहीं. But having said that, I've had some of the best female friends in my life, and I will continue to have them. मुझे तो लड़कियाँ बहुत पसंद हैं, लड़के भी बहुत पसंद हैं.
But that is what makes both of you, and I hope that regardless of what people say, किसी की परवाह ना करते हुए आप बेपरवाह अपनी जिंदगी जिए, because when you do it, it gives hope to a lot of people who want to do it but can't and are stopped from doing it. and it also gives encouragement to those who are already doing it and still dealing with all the labels. So thank you so much for doing this, and
Thank you.
I've always taken a lot of courage from both of your journeys, to be very honest.
Thank you.
My journey has been 1%, not been 1% as difficult as you guys' journeys have been. But again, when I see both my friends doing so well in their life after being themselves, I wouldn't stop being myself, regardless of whatever
I
people
love
say.
you, Nan. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for doing
Thank
this.
You. Thank you. You want to make that Korean heart?
Korean hat is like this.
Acha.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Rashami Desai.
I am Neha Bhasin.
And you're watching us on Bollywood Bubble. Please like,
share, and subscribe. What a sync!
Fact.